Hello, my name is Michaela Taylor, and today I will be sharing with you some things I got to learn about Australia. Today, most of what we know about Australia comes from media, whether it's movies, television, music, or any other type of social news. A perfect example of this is Dory remembering an address within one of the largest cities in Australia, which is Sydney. Does anybody remember it? However, for today's discussion, we will be pinpointing our focus on those that have been part of Australia for far longer than any established city, Aboriginal tribes. Here are some things that I learned about the history, iconic art, and traditions and rituals that Aborigines live by. The term Aboriginal actually refers to any native race of any specified area. With this being said, this can be different for every continent. According to recent architectural studies, it is believed that the first race of humans was first introduced to Australia nearly 65,000 years ago. European ethnicities were later introduced in 1770 when Sydney became the first white colonization of many. And yes, over the years there were years of oppression as well as slavery, but much like America, current-day Australia is slavery-free. When looking at Aboriginal art, one of the first things noticeable is the simplicity of it. This simplicity not only represents their bond between the tribe, their own spirits, as well as the earth, but also their simplistic life, which is the hunting, the gathering, and survival. A lot of the art is very abstract as well as storytelling and oftentimes leads back to their heritage. Speaking of heritage, for some of their rituals, which there are many, many of, only a few I could really mention. A ceremonial meeting of Australian Aboriginals is referred to as a corroboree, where Aborigines interact with the dream time, that being their spiritual ancestor, oftentimes represented as an animal, through music, costume, and dance. This is such a sacred ceremony to them that people from outside the community are not permitted to participate nor watch the event. Bodies are painted and participants wear various adornments that are not used every day. And according to National Geographic, even for the burials, dancing and ceremonial festivities take place as a celebration of the life that once was. In 2008, Baz Luhrmann released a movie that we all might know by the name of Australia, starring Hugh Jackman and Nicole Kidman. As part of this movie, a lot of this does refer to the tribal actions and lives of the Aboriginals, but it doesn't nearly cover it. One specific character was the only reason they even made it through the desert, and that is purely because of his bond with the earth. In review, the historical, artistic, and ritualistic factors of Aboriginal Australians tribes holds more cultural connection than any media could ever fully capture. Thank you.